All right, we are pleased to be joined by Cougar Ford and just 2 weeks out of the NHL Draft. Pleased to be joined by Cougar Ford Riley Heidt. And Riley, a pretty busy off season for yourself. I would probably imagine one of the busiest ones. I just guess how are things going so far? Probably nice to be home for a couple more weeks prior to the draft right around the corner.
Yeah, I mean it's came up pretty quick. I think I've been back now for about a month, and coming back from Switzerland was good. And I mean, just to kind of get back and have a bit of time off, I took about a week off, and then I was back in the gym and just started to get back on the ice as well. So I mean, yeah, I know the combine was really well. I think there's obviously a ton of faces I knew there and stuff, and I mean just to see them again and go through with a lot of my buddies and stuff was pretty cool. And obviously to meet a bunch of new teams and stuff is pretty cool. So just trying to take it all in. And I mean, yeah, I know the draft is right around the corner. It feels like it was a while. It was not going to happen for a while, but I mean it's up around the corner now. So I mean it's pretty exciting for me and my family. So.
Let's work backwards. So obviously the combine from the 4th to the 10th of June in Buffalo, you kind of just touched on it a little bit, but what was that experience like? Obviously a lot of different things that you had to go through, not just the interviews, but that you mentioned, but the fitness side of things as well. I guess how would you sum it up the full 6 days over in Buffalo?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was for sure, an emotional roller coaster. I think there's, times where you're pretty mentally exhausted, but I think it's all part of it and it's all part of the fun. But I mean, yeah, I know it's pretty cool. And I think, I mean, to go into a, suite with 10, 15 people from an organization is pretty, it can be intimidating, but I think it's, you just got to enjoy it. And I really liked it. And, I think the biggest thing is trying to kind of get to know you even as a person stuff. So it's not too stressful and not too much to worry about. But I mean, yeah, and then the testing went good too. Is just at the end of it all, and pretty difficult. I mean, the bike tests aren't the funnest, but I mean it's you get through them. So.
Through the interview process, was there any kind of you've gone through a lot of very cool hockey things in your career, but was there any particular time in the combine where you were kind of like, wow, this is pretty legit, this is pretty cool that this is happening?
Yeah, like I mean, I think you experience things on levels, but I mean not on that kind of level. I think like there's like I said, you're doing whatever it is, vertical jump, whatever, and you're in front of like I don't know 10, 10, 15 GMs or scouts everywhere as strength coaches and stuff like that. So it's all pretty new to me at least. And I mean, yeah, it's pretty crazy just to think. I mean, you're close to the draft, and I mean, you look up to obviously NHL your whole life, and to think that you're going to be going to a camp in a couple months is pretty crazy, and I still don't really believe it. So I mean, it's yeah, it'll be for sure cool once it's kind of happens. So.
Continue to work our way backwards. Let's talk about quickly about the U18. You got to go there, pretty much right after the Cougar season ended. Probably a cool experience to be in Switzerland. Just your thoughts on how it went. It was a really quick turnaround for you, but I guess just some general thoughts on how the whole tournament went.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, it was. Yeah, obviously, like you said, I got a phone call right after I was out, and I found out I was going up there, and I was not going to turn down something like that, and it's pretty cool that I had the opportunity to do that, and yeah, obviously, probably not the outcome we wanted. I mean, we still came out with a medal, so it's still good in that sense. But yeah, no, just did it again with a lot of guys who I've played with in the past and stuff, and so yeah, it's pretty cool just to kind of get it was obviously the final seal to the end of my season. But I mean, yeah, it was it was pretty fun, and I learned a lot from it. So.
This whole draft process is very unique for every prospect going through everything, but it's specifically really unique for you. You got your best friend in Braden Yeager and a teammate in Cohen Zemer, and I'm assuming you have a ton of other connections. But how cool has this whole experience been? And it must be pretty crazy that, again, we've kind of already alluded to it, but that it's the process of the whole draft side of things is coming to a close here at the end of June.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I think especially at two it seems. I mean, like I was with him all winter, and I played with him on a line, and then to be able to see him be at the combine with him and stuff, and do it as teammates is pretty cool. I think there's not many. Maybe there's I think one other case of it. It was at the combine, but I mean, just to be there together was pretty cool. And I think we help each other out. And I mean, yeah, like you said, I'm going to see him at the draft again, and to do it with a guy like Yags too as well. It's pretty cool. I work all them every day in the summer, and just we've been playing with each other, since Bantam now. So it's pretty cool to obviously make it this far so far in our careers together, and yeah, it just shows all the hard work all of us have put into it. So.
How are you feeling leading up to it? Is it a lot of anticipation? I guess what's kind of going through your head again, just 2 weeks out?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I think, I think you don't know a whole ton, to be honest, but obviously, kind of a ton of nerves, but I think, I did what I could. Now the season's over, and, I tried to prove what I could do. And, it's kind of out of my control now. So, I think, yeah, now that the combine's over and everything, I think I'm just obviously, looking forward to the draft, but also, for the process getting finished, and, you can, once you're drafted, I think it's pretty cool. And but no, yeah, for sure. It's a lot of, excitement and nerves leading up to it here. And yeah, before we know it, here we'll be in Nashville. So.
You mentioned Nashville, a couple ones about that. What are you most looking? I believe you're going there a little bit early, so obviously a really unique city, a really popular city. What are your plans prior to the draft? Obviously, a really cool spot with a lot of history.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've never been there, but anyone who's told me they've been there, and it's a pretty fun and cool experience. So probably one of the best cities. I think our class got pretty lucky in the sense that we got to go there. So yeah, I know me and my family are going up a couple days before, and kind of just gonna go see around. And I'm not too sure what we're exactly doing, but my mom and my sister will lead the way with that. But oh yeah, it's gonna be fun, and yeah, it'll be kind of just a little family vacation type of thing before the draft. So.
Anyone else coming? Obviously, your whole family will be there, but do you got any more, I guess, support staff coming over to the draft?
Yeah, well, there's obviously a ton. I think I got close to 25 family members, so it's pretty crazy. And yeah, I got my grandparents are all coming up, and yeah, no, just a lot of people, in my family group, and it's pretty cool to see kind of the support I got. And yeah, no, it'll be a special, time for sure to, kind of everyone to be together for sure. So.
And then, once your name gets called and you'll get to go to an NHL camp and probably learn a whole lot throughout the summer. And then you come back up here to Prince George for obviously a really big season. I feel like there could be really a lot of excitement right now. So just maybe your thoughts on that side of things and coming back for, a big season for the Cougars and for your 18-year-old season as well.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be, pretty crazy. And I think, yeah, like you said, I'll learn, a lot here in the next couple months. And, once you draft, and then you go to dev camp and main camp and whatever. So I think it's all going to be really fun. And, yeah, I'm kind of just trying to, focus on that right now. And then I think once that's over, obviously, I'm, expecting big things out of myself and my teammates. And, it'll be for sure a fun time in PG. And I think we're all, staff included, are all pretty excited. And we got a ton of people, and all the tools to do it. So I think we just gotta, obviously go. I think it helps a lot too. All the guys being a bit older now, and kind of around the 04 age group and stuff too. They're all got 2-3 years now under their belts. So that for sure helps the experience. And we got a bit of some playoff experience in the past year, and that's for sure a good learning experience for us, and kind of just what it's going to take to get to that kind of level. So sure all of us will work harder over the summer, and yeah, we're going to come back pretty strong, so it'll be fun.
Last one before I let you go here, Riley, on a bit of a lighter note. I know you're quite the golfer. We've heard it and seen it a little bit every now and then. So where are you playing in Saskatoon? And how much do you get out this summer with your schedule being so busy?
Yeah, it's kind of slowed down a little bit now, but in May I got out quite a bit, and I have a membership at Dakota Dunes. It's called. It's kind of just south of my acreage here, and it's pretty close. So that's where me and my brother go. It's a really difficult course, and I think there's even like a PGA Tour event even there a couple of years back. So it's a pretty nice course, and yeah, I know it throws its own challenges. The wind here in Saskatchewan's pretty dirty and nasty. So it for sure plays in a factor. So once I get to go up to PG, I think I'm gonna have a bit of an advantage up there. So.
Hey, yeah, Aberdeen and PG, you could be doing some pretty, putting up some pretty big numbers there when you get up there. Uh,
Uh,
Riley, appreciate the time, man. Thanks for taking the time out of your busy schedule to chat with us, and looking forward to seeing you in Nashville. I know us and the coaches will be there, so really looking forward to it, and best of luck the rest of the way.
yeah, thanks a lot.